Hello, this is Randi Lee. Welcome to my house for another yoga practice. Today we're going to focus on twists and detoxifying postures. So if you have a couple blocks with you or if you have a yoga strap that you'd like to use, you can feel free to grab those items now. I have a couple yoga blocks behind me for better ease getting my hands to the floor so that I can have better spinal alignment. And one thing to remember about having your yoga props to use is not that they make your practice any less connected. They actually allow you to be more connected with your practice so that you can get into postures with a little bit more ease and a little bit less strain on your spine, on your hamstrings. Really, it just helps you get a little bit deeper into the pose with more ease. So again, I have a couple yoga blocks, but since we're at home, you can use a couple books or you can use anything else that can help elevate your hands away from the floor a couple inches. And so that's all for my briefing before. Why don't we get to work? I will be playing my 30-minute flow, which is available on my Spotify profile. So I will also put the link in the text after this video so that you can go ahead and click it and watch along. So I went and pushed play, so you can do the same at home, or if you'd like to play your own music during the flow, then feel free by all means. We'll come to the front of the mat. Stand nice and tall with the feet rooting into the earth. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, settle into your posture. Allow your eyes to softly close, or you can keep them open for balance sake. Inhaling and exhaling. Start to really connect your mind to the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to be the only thing happening at the moment, regardless of what may be happening around you. Bring your focus back to this moment and this breath and stay with it. Inhaling, exhaling. On your next inhale, we're going to float the arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands back to prayer. Bow the chin towards the hands. Make your dedication for your practice today. Perhaps it's to be present. Be present in each moment as it comes. Experience whatever that moment has to share. Not in the future, not in the past, but right now. As we start to move, we'll warm up the spine before we twist, inhaling arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, hinge at the hips. Heart leads the movement. Hands can come to the floor, or if you have your blocks, you can place the blocks under your hands. Pedal out your forward fold by bending one leg, straightening the other. Get into the low back, get into the hamstrings. So you can continue to use the blocks, or you don't have to. Let the head hang, shake it out, say yes and no. We're going to take a ragdoll here, so bend the knees, rest your ribs to thighs, really make a connection with the belly and the ribs to the thighs. Bend your knees enough so you can make that connection. Grab opposite elbows. Take a nice inhale and exhale, soften into this posture. Feel the pressure of your belly on your thighs, the restriction of that space. Breathe into the low back, allow it to stretch and soften. Stay in stillness, or you can rock side to side. Breathing in, breathing out. Release the hands towards the floor. Slowly roll to stand and keep the knees bent to support the lower back. Inhaling. Hands to prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. We won't stay for long this time. We'll come to a halfway rise, knees bent or straight legs. Hands can be to the floor or to the shins. Long through the spine. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan rise or roll up. Prayer palms to heart center. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, hinge at the hips. Knees can bend naturally. Inhaling, halfway rise. Hands can come to the shins or to the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan rise or roll up. Let's take the hands to the low back. Feet are hip width distance or slightly further apart. Draw your elbows towards each other, open through the heart. Perhaps this is where your upper back bend stays. Or maybe you lift up and out of the waist, bend the knees slightly, and as you exhale, go ahead and lean that head back. Press the hips forward, engage the belly, protect the low back. Inhale back through center. Exhale, fold forward, hands slide down the backs of the legs. Plant the hands here, step back, high plank or high push-up, rocking forward and back. Fire up that low belly. Staying here for another breath, either shifting forward and back or stillness. Inhaling. As you exhale, bend the knees if you choose or lower all the way down to the floor. Inhaling to your low cobra, using the hands to guide your body to lift. Exhale, lower down. So when you're coming up, we'll do that again. Inhale to a low or maybe grow to higher cobra. Use your hands to guide you to lift, but if you feel any compression or sharpness in the low back or anywhere else, don't go up so high, lessen down a little bit. Exhaling, lower down. We're going to use core strength, press back through all fours or curl the toes under. Straight lift off of the floor to high push-up as you exhale. Big energy here, and exhale, press to rise, back to down dog. Inhaling and exhaling, pedal out your dog, or lengthen heels down to the floor. One thing you may notice is even though we move slowly, we seem to build warmth in the body and strength in the body. We don't have to move fast. Sometimes moving slowly is even harder. I think you can agree. Next inhale, gaze forward. Bend your knees, step or walk the feet to the front of the mat. Come to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway rise, knees can bend, hands can come to the shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swan rise. We're going to take that vinyasa one more time. Nice and slow, staying warm, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms float high. Exhale, swan dive down. Moving a little more quickly this time. Inhale to a halfway rise. Hands can slide up the shins. Knees can be gently bent. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Step back to high plank. We'll hold here for another breath. Firing up the low belly. Maybe you shift forward and back. Inhaling. As you exhale, knees can be bent to the floor or knees stay lifted as you lower all the way down. Slowly lower down all the way. Inhale, low or high cobra. Exhaling, lower down. Coming through all fours to down dog or straight push-up. As you exhale, engage the core. Lift to down dog. Inhaling, exhaling. We're going to bend the knees on the next inhale. Look forward between the hands. Step walk to the front of the mat. Inhaling to a halfway rise. Hands to the floor or to the shins. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan rise as you lift. Prayer palms to heart center. We're going to move on, beginning with our twists. So one of the things to remember about your twist is that we lengthen through the spine once we twist. So we don't want to get into a deep twist with the spine rounded. That can cause a kind of a compressed sensation in the spine. So imagine if you have a piece of rope and it's kind of lax in the middle. When you twist it, the twist only concentrates on certain parts of the rope, not fully concentrated, or shall I say spread out in a nice manner. So if you spread the rope out and it's nice and taut and then you twist it, it's more of an even twist, and it's definitely safer for your spine, not concentrated in any one or 2 points. So we have to think about lengthening through the spine and then twisting more deeply. So just consider that when we come into the twists. I'll guide you there. Inhale, arms up. Prayer palms to heart center. We're going to take chair pose, and from here we're going to twist. But let's stay in chair pose for a moment. So workshopping chair pose here. Let's lift belly away from the thighs, sitting the tailbone down, shifting weight into the heels so that you can lift your toes. Feel the weight shifting back. Feel the muscles in the backs of the legs activate. Now we're going to shift the weight forward into the toes. Feel the muscles up the front of the legs activate. We're going to rock back again, focusing breath and weight into the heels. So from here, we're going to lift long through the crown of the head. We're going to take our right elbow and hook it across the left knee. So we're going to round forward first to hook the elbow. And if you can't reach the right elbow to the left knee, you can reach it to the inside of the right knee. So if you're hooking elbow here, prayer the palms. And before we twist, we lengthen long through the spine, and then we twist. Try to work the sternum towards the thumbs. So again, lengthening tailbone out. Stick that tailbone out long through the crown of the head. Inhaling through center. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen the legs. Give yourself a little bit of a break before we move to the next side. Pedal out your forward fold. Or you can hang in ragdoll. Let's come up to chair pose again. Hands to prayer. Rocking the weight back into the heels. Lift long through the crown of the head. Engage the belly. As you exhale, we're going to bring left elbow to the inside of the left knee, or a deeper twist to the outside of the right knee, rounding forward first. Before we twist, we lengthen the spine, and then we twist. Gaze can be to the floor, the wall, or the ceiling. Long through the spine, stick those sits bones out. Inhaling. Exhaling back through center, release hands to the floor. Forward fold, pedal out your dog, or your forward fold. Inhaling, swan rise to standing. Hands to prayer. We're going to shift weight into the right foot. Inhale the left knee to rise. And we're going to transition back to a low lunge by coming through warrior three. So we hinge forward, stick that left leg back. Active through that back leg. Active through everything lifting. And as you exhale, slowly lower that left foot down. Heel can be lifted, or you can place it down for the moment till you get settled, and then you can lift the heel. Inhaling the arms up to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, and as you exhale, go ahead and plant the hands. So here's where your blocks can come into play if you choose to use them. You don't need them, or you can use them, up to you. So look at my back foot, I'm gonna wiggle it back so I can get a little bit deeper into this lunge. My back knee is currently lifted. You can lower it if you choose at any time. So we're going to be in this lunge, whether the knee is lifted or lowered. Keep your left hand planted. We're going to open right arm to the sky. Here's your lunge twist. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Gaze can be down to the floor, the ceiling, or the wall. As you exhale, bring that right hand down to the block or to the floor. We're going to keep the back heel lifted, and we're going to lengthen the front leg. So really this is for a hamstring stretch, but also to get out of that front leg bend, to give yourself a little bit of a break. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, we're going to step that back foot about a third of the way in so that we can plant the heel. Pyramid pose. We're going to come from pyramid pose to revolve triangle, so it's exactly the same with the upper body, just different legs than what we just did. So the thing with pyramid pose into your twisted triangle is it's as much balance as it is flexibility. So you're going to really want to engage the backside body to lift towards parallel to the floor. Again, lengthening before twisting. I have cupcake hands on top of my blocks. You can do the same. Long through the spine. And as you inhale, you're going to open that right arm to the sky. Again, feeling the twist through the spine. Inhaling, long through the spine. Exhaling. Keep reaching long through the crown of the head. Lift the sits bones away from the crown of the head. As you exhale, bring that right hand back down. You can fold forward into this pyramid. We're going to come to the other side, and the way I'm going to get there to demo it is take my blocks with me as I come over to the left, walk the blocks over to the left, and now we're facing the back of the mat. Place the blocks back down under the hands, which are under the shoulders. Wiggle that back foot further away. Since we stepped it in to come to our pyramid pose, we're in low lunge again. Get settled in here. Feel that right hip flexor opening. Feel that left hip opening as well. We're going to lengthen through the crown of the head before we come into our twisted lunge here. So the right hand is going to stay planted to the earth or to your block. And as you inhale, we're going to lift that left arm up. Gaze can be to the foot, the wall, or the ceiling. Keep reaching long through the crown of the head, so reach longer and then twist deeper. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down. This is where we keep our feet where they are, but lengthen the front leg. Pyramid pose with the back heel lifted. Give that front leg a break from the bend. Get your breath back. Inhale, And exhale. Adjust your blocks if you need to lengthen through the spine. We're going to take that back foot step at a third of the way in so that we can lower the heel to the floor. Coming to our pyramid pose and then working into twisted triangle, so the blocks kind of move with you no matter where your shoulders are. Make sure that the blocks track under the shoulders. I have cupcake hands here to lift my heart and my spine a little bit more parallel to the floor. Inhaling, exhaling. We're going to lift through the crown of the head, get longer. And as you exhale, we're going to lift that left arm, twist that left rib cage up towards the sky, right rib cage under. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Exhaling, lower that left hand down. You can fold forward here, pyramid pose. Bending the knees, taking the blocks forward with you. We're going to actually stay to the long side of the mat. So you can just put your blocks off to the sides for the moment, or they can still be under your hands. We're going to bring toes out, heels in. Walk your hands up to your thighs as you bend your knees. And then come up to goddess pose. We're going to rock side to side, get settled into this goddess pose. And this will be a leg strengthener, glute strengthener, and also upper body twist. So you can take a little bit of weight out of your upper body, lifting, allowing your hands to rest on those thighs. So we're going to come into the twist here. We're going to drop left elbow to the left thigh, press the right hand into the right thigh, and draw right shoulder down towards that left instep. Stay here for a breath. Coming back through center, left hand comes to the left inner thigh, right elbow comes to the thigh, and then we press that left shoulder down towards the right instep. Breathe into the stretch. Coming back through center, we're going to bring the hands to the floor, lift the hips, lengthen the legs, come to a forward fold. Grab opposite elbows if you'd like. Bring your head down towards the floor. You can kind of shift your hips side to side. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's come back to a halfway rise. Toes and heels are parallel to each other and the front and back of the mat. You can take a block with you if you'd like here. Place it right underneath your face and place your left hand right on top of that. We're going to take the right arm, reach it up to the sky. Inhaling. Try not to let that right hip kick out. Keep the hips square, so draw that right hip back to center. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to switch. Right hand comes down, left arm sweeps up to the sky. Keep the hips square. Inhale. Exhale. Another breath. Inhale. Exhale. Lower that hand down. Both hands can be on the block very carefully for the moment. Keep extending through the spine. And then as you exhale, bring the hands off of the block. We're going to walk the hands over to the right. Step that right foot back. Drop down to the knees. Take an extended child's pose here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Coming back up to all fours. Let's do some core work. Everyone's favorite. Lifting the knees away from the floor. We're going to take right knee to left elbow, then left knee to right elbow. We're going to switch. So extend your right leg parallel, and then as you exhale, twist right knee to left elbow, place it down. Left leg parallel, exhale, twist. Left knee to right elbow, and down. Keep breathing in and out. In and out. Keep going. Shoulders are getting a workout here. One more each side. Place that foot down, drop to the knees. Extended child's pose. Inhaling and exhaling. Coming back to all fours, we're going to take a twist here. This was one of my favorite twists, the thread the needle pose. It always helps me with my neck and shoulder tension. And also this is a great twist for detoxing. We're going to extend our right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, draw that right arm through. Right shoulder, right side of the head to the floor. Left hand stays planted to help guide your spinal twist longer and deeper. So let's first extend through the crown of the head and lift the belly out of that maybe low back arch. Engage the core. And as you twist, exhale. Press that left hand deeper into the floor. Shift your hips an inch further forward. Really get into that right shoulder and neck opening. Breathe into this twist. We're going to come back through center to do the other side. Press into the left hand. Free that right arm to the sky. Place it down. Shifting right over to the left. Inhale, left arm high. As you exhale, thread it through left side of the face, left shoulder to the earth. Right hand stays planted. Shift your hips an inch further forward. Get a deeper opening in that left shoulder and left side of the neck. Long through the spine. And twist a little bit deeper. Inhaling to lengthen. Exhaling to twist. One more breath. As you exhale, press into that right hand. Free the left arm to the sky and lower it down. We're going to sit back on the heels. Press the backs of the hands to the thighs, palms to the sky. Stretch out the wrists. No tension in the neck and shoulders. Let's release left ear to left shoulder. Inhaling, exhaling. Exhale, half circle, right ear to right shoulder. Exhaling, chin to chest. Release the hands from the thighs, roll up the wrists. We're going to come down to the mat. And I'll take a forward facing position here for you. Flex the feet. Sit up nice and tall, staff pose. Breathing in and breathing out. Draw that right knee in. You can either hug this right foot up towards the left inner thigh. Hug your leg in nice and tight. or you can keep it there, or you can cross it over your left leg, still sitting up nice and tall. Your legs can stay here or as they were before, or you can rock onto the left hip, tuck that leg up and under. So you get a little bit of a hip opening here. So a little bit might be an understatement for some of us, especially if you've been doing a lot of walking or particularly sitting these days. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take an open twist. So an open twist is away from the top leg as opposed to towards the top leg. So if you're pregnant or trying to conceive, you always want to take open twists or none at all. Of course, depending on the guidance of your doctor. But it's always a safe bet for anyone, of course with certain exceptions, to twist open. I find it a little bit more freeing in the spine and in the belly area as well, which makes it more comfortable for me. Inhaling, lift. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, you're going to round forward, hook that right elbow to the inside of that right knee, and you're going to lengthen first, and then you're going to twist open. So this right hand might be kind of floating somewhere. You can do a mudra, depending on what energies you're feeling today. That can maybe be another video. But for right now, you can pick some kind of hand mudra, or if you'd like, you can simply extend your arm long, fingertips come towards the floor. The twist should continue through the crown of the head. So draw your left chin over, or your chin over to your left shoulder. As the neck is an extension of the spine, it's important to take that full twist. Keep lengthening, and as you exhale, twist deeper. Coming back through center. We're going to slowly come out of this. So extend left leg forward, uncross the right leg if you have, and then lower it down. Shake out your legs. Maybe even take your hands and shake out your thighs, your kneecaps. Feels kind of cool if you've never done that before. Draw your left knee in. Sit up nice and tall first. You can stay here to do the twist, or if you'd like, you can cross that foot over the right thigh. Again, you can stay here for the twist, or if you'd like, rock onto that right hip, tuck that right foot up underneath you. Either way, we're sitting up nice and tall, trying to keep the hips square to the floor. As we exhale, place the right hand down, hook and round. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine before you twist, and then open twist to the right. Keep lengthening through the spine. You may need to readjust your elbow. So some kind of hand mudra if you choose. Or extend that left arm down. Again, continue to twist all the way to the crown of the head by drawing your chin over to the right shoulder. Keep lengthening as you inhale. And as you exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. Last time, exhale. Slowly coming back through center. Release the tension in the arm, the shoulders. We're going to extend that right leg forward, unhook the left. And now we're going to come down to the floor for another spinal twist and some rocking before we come to our Shavasana. So rocking the knees, kind of holding onto them loosely with the arms and hands, rocking them away from you and then hugging them in. I always like this kind of up and down rocking on my low back. And now you can take it side to side. So for anyone who has low back tension, this is kind of a really convenient way to self-massage. So just rocking, or maybe drawing some circles with the knees. And because of all the twists, we're going to take a bridge pose. So one of the counter poses for a twist is back bends. You would think that it might be something else, but back bends, forward folds, anything to kind of restore the natural alignment of the spine. So walk the fingers down towards the heels. You'll feel your spine round up, or shall I say arch up off the floor. You're going to press into the heels and lift the hips to the sky. Rock the shoulders back underneath the body. You can clasp the hands if you'd like. Try to keep the base of the palms connected. Try not to hyperextend your elbows. Keep pressing those hips higher by grounding down through the heels. Slight lift in the chin away from the chest. Make some space. Inhaling. And as you exhale, release the hands, lift the heels. We're going to tuck the tailbone and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll out the wrists, windshield wiper the knees side to side. We'll do that one more time and then we'll come into another twist, just to kind of break it up. Coming back through center, walk your fingers down towards your heels. The back arches away from the floor. Press into the heels, lift your hips to the sky. Holding here for 2 to 3 breaths. You can clasp your hands underneath you, rock the shoulders underneath you, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. One more, inhale. And as you exhale, release the hands, lift the heels, roll down. And this time we're going to hug the knees into the chest. Just hold them into the chest. Let's keep the right knee hugged in as you extend the left leg long. Let's take that right knee and draw it across the body. Right arm comes out to the side, gaze over to the right. Long through the spine, so make that left leg active, the leg that's extended long to the floor. Make that active by flexing the foot and pressing through the heel as if you're standing on the leg. And we'll come back through center, hug that knee back into the chest. Switching sides. Left knee hugs in, right leg extends long. We're going to take that left knee, draw it across the body. Left arm extends out to the side, gazing over to the left. So again, active through that right leg that's on the floor and long. Flex the foot. Drive that heel longer as if you're standing on that right leg. Inhaling, exhaling. One more breath. Drawing back through center. Hugging left knee into the chest. Let the right knee draw in as well. Give yourself one last hug. And slowly lower the feet down to the floor. You can either plant the feet or you can extend your legs long to the floor. You can bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart. Or you can extend your arms down to the floor, palms to the sky. Whatever comes more naturally and more comfortably to you. Walk your shoulders back under your body. Lift your head away from the floor, tuck chin to chest, and then lay the back of the head down to the floor. Allow the chin to return to neutral. Oftentimes we have our chin lifted more than we need to, or slightly hyperextended as we come down to Shavasana. So the lifting the head, tucking the chin to chest, and then lowering the head back down helps the back of the neck lengthen. Take your breaths, be present within them. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Feeling any tension in the face and the jaw soften as you exhale. Melting the neck and shoulders to soften. Feeling your backside body fully supported by the earth and your body on top of it fully relaxed. I am present in this breath, in this body, in this moment. On your next exhale, we start to move fingers and toes and rock the head side to side, moving slowly. Starting to stretch the arms up overhead, maybe the legs extend long, full body stretch. Back arches away from the mat, and then hug the knees back into the chest. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly roll to one side and take a breath there. Be present in this moment, in this breath, in this body. And guide yourself back to seated, nice and slow. Hands to prayer in front of the heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're feeling a little detoxified. Until next time, namaste.